Alright guys, so welcome to my new playthrough of 9 hours, 9 persons, and 9 doors. Now, this is a playthrough that I've been wanting to do for a while. Either this or Danganronpa. Now, if you guys do not know what Danganronpa is, please look it up, especially if you go to Sir Lionheart. No, we're not watching that again. Especially if you go to Sir Lionheart, and I'm just gonna just keep it right here. And so, this is a game basically about puzzles and everything like that, and I've always wanted to do it. Now, this is definitely going to be a different playthrough on this channel, that you guys might not be accustomed to on this channel because we've so far played games. I mean like really action oriented games, so this is more puzzly and more visual novel y. Um, but hey, that means that you're gonna get to hear my awesome voices. Of course, the main character is gonna be, normal voiced, but everyone else is basically gonna have some kind of voice in some way or another. Okay, and another thing, I already know how to do the first puzzle in this game because I was recording it earlier, just kind of a test recording, and I did the first puzzle, and then so I know what happens from there. But like once I walked out of the door, I was like, okay, I'm done. So, like that's when I quit. But I do know that there is like no voice acting in this game whatsoever, so you're gonna get to hear me just basically talk the entire time. Basically, read you a story. Think of that story time with Major Glitterix. Think of that. Think of it like that. Oh, Major Glitterix, please tell me a story. And I'll tell you a freaking story about freaking death right now. But, yeah, so I hope that you guys will enjoy this. It's definitely going to be a slower paced, more relaxing playthrough. Well, not relaxing because we're trying to escape death, but, a bit more, laid back, playthrough because it's going to be a bit more it's going to be definitely. I hear that this game isn't that long, so who knows? But yeah, we're definitely gonna just go through this, and we're gonna have fun. We're gonna have freaking fun. All right. So, without further ado, let us jump into 9 doors. I mean, not 9 doors. 9 hours, 9 persons, 9 doors, or 999, or Zero Escape One, whatever you want to call it. So, without further ado, let us go in. This game is fiction. All names, characters, and incidents portrayed in this production are fictitious. Thank you, mate. Also, I have freaking pop because I know for a fact that my freaking throat is gonna be killing me after this playthrough, mate. At least, like, after this session. Because I've been talking a lot today. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Skip it bop bop bop. Did you like? Did you like that? I like that. That's pretty good. All right, guys. We're gonna definitely enjoy this. A loud noise startled Junpei awake, and his eyes snapped open. As they adjusted to the light, he realized that he didn't recognize his surroundings. Ow! With a crack, Junpei's head connected to something metal. He rolled over and threw out his hand to steady himself, but he found himself groping at empty air. His balance lost, and his still fuzzy mind struggling to understand what was going on, Junpei tumbled down to the cold gray floor. Ow! God damn it! Ah, what the hell? Junpei glared around the room, still trying to determine where he'd woken up. By the way, the reason why I'm being really quiet right now is because people are freaking sleeping around me, mate. The fall had shaken the last cobwebs of sleep from his mind, and he finally understood. And finally, he understood where he'd fallen from. It was a bed. You don't say. A three-level bunk bed, in fact. Junpei had fallen apparently from the topmost bunk. His shoulder hurt, his knee hurt, his hip hurt. My hip! His entire body hurt. He could feel a bump forming on his forehead where he slammed it against the low ceiling. He wondered if that bump was the reason he felt his vision wavering a bit, but that seemed unlikely. At first, he thought the tremor that ran through his legs was just another effect of his rude awakening, but as he looked around, he realized it was real. The whole room was shaking. Was it an earthquake, he wondered? It didn't seem likely. It was shaking far too quickly for an earthquake. Then again, Junpei had no idea what it was, if not an earthquake. He tried to tell himself it was important. Junpei rubbed the growing bump on his head and gingerly climbed to his feet. His balance regained, he finally took his first good look around the room. And muttered to himself, "Where am I?" His pain momentarily forgotten in the face of the confusion of his circumstances, Junpei looked around the room once again. Minutes passed where Junpei struggled to get his bearings. Then, as suddenly as they had begun, the tremor ceased. A cold silence fell over the room. From somewhere far away, Junpei could hear the sound of metal squeaking. He felt his stomach tighten. There were 1,000 things that the sound could have been, but none of the things he could think of were good. In an attempt to distract himself, Junpei looked around the room once more. There was a stove that looked more antique than functional. The three-level bunk bed had mattresses that were so thin they were little more than blankets. On the other side of the room was an identical bed, and set in the wall between the beds was a slightly dirty iron door. The first thing Junpei noticed about the door was the number roughly emblazoned across it. On the surface of the door, in red paint, someone had written 5. 5? What's this 5 mean? Suspicious and still utterly confused, Junpei approached the door slowly. Standing, at last, in front of the door, Junpei grabbed hold of the L-shaped handle. A push yielded no movement, and a pull the same result. A few more tries cemented the truth in Junpei's mind. It wouldn't open. It didn't matter how much he pushed and shoved, the handle wouldn't budge. Next to the door was an odd-looking device that reminded Junpei of a card reader. It didn't take a genius to figure out that the odd-looking device was keeping the door shut. Junpei knocked hard on the door. What the fuck? Hey, hello? Is anyone there? Open the door. There was no response. Junpei threw his left fist into the door and stopped. What the hell is this? He wasn't really sure what else to say. On his left wrist was a bracelet of a sort that he'd never seen before. In the center was a large LSD display. Thank you, brain. LCD display. LSD. I'm on drugs, mate. No, you aren't. Yeah, Okay, so it looked like nothing else so much as a watch, but it clearly wasn't that. After all, it only showed a single number. 5. That's the same as the door. True, the numbers were the same, but he had no idea what that might mean. All he knew was that it was strange, and new, and he wanted it off. Junpei flipped his hand over as if to remove the watch, but The other side of the bracelet was solid. No buckle, no clasp, nothing. He sighed and flipped the thing back over. There were a number of rivets around the rim of the face. Perhaps he pushed them, but nothing happened. On a watch, they might be dials for adjusting date or time, but on this bracelet, they did nothing. Junpei was at a loss. What was he going to do? Growing more desperate, he began to tug at it. However, Urgh! Damn, it's no good. Damn thing won't come off. A steel ring ran from the face around Junpei's wrist and back into the face. He wouldn't be pulling the bracelet off anytime in the near future. What the hell is the deal with this thing? Frustration and desperation were beginning to mix as the reality of the situation began to dawn fully on Junpei. So much was happening, and none of it made sense. Junpei felt as though he were about to explode. Where am I? And why the hell am I here? Why? Why? What the hell happened to me? It was at that moment that he noticed the window. The window was round, rimmed with riveted brass, like a window from an early 20th century ship. What? Wait, am I in a ship? Junpei walked slowly towards the window. He could see nothing beyond it but thick, impenetrable darkness. Junpei squinted, trying to see something, anything. It was at that moment... Oh, great. What the... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What the hell is going on here? Yep, we're screwed. We're dead, mate. A crack split the glass of the window, and for a moment Junpei stared at it. Then the window burst, and water began to pour into the room. What the hell? God damn it! Junpei yelled and spun around. His feet slipping on the water already coming through the window, he ran for the door. Hey! Anyone! Is anyone there? Come on, if you're there, say something! There was no reply. As Junpei screamed and pounded on the door, the water began to rise. It was now ankle-deep on the floor, and rising quickly towards his knees. Things were not looking good for Junpei. Not good at all. He needed to find a way out, and quickly. By the way, if you guys see me pull up the recording software every once in a while, please do not mind it. I'm just checking to make sure that it is recording still every once in a while, because this is a new recording software that I have never used before, so yeah, this is going to be definitely interesting. Junpei ran a hand across his forehead, brushing the sweat out of his eyes, and looked around the room, because fraps wouldn't freaking work on this emulator. So, yeah, that kind of sucked, but hey, this one works, so might as well use it, alright? Badass time. Or seek a way out time. Whatever you want to call it, mate. Alright. Operations during an escape. During an escape, you can move to different parts of the room by touching the bottom screen. Since many areas require a very exact selection, we recommend you use the stylus. Searching during an escape. During an escape, you can touch the background and to search anywhere in the room. Areas you can investigate will be highlighted yellow the moment you touch them. Depending on the nature of the location, you touch, you may find an item or a hint. Begin searching by touching places on the bottom screen. How to move. Move the triangle icon on the bottom screen. Doing so will change the viewing angle of the room and move you to different locations. You can do the same thing by pressing left, right, and down on the control pad. I guess there's a mere arrow keys, I guess, maybe. Oh, I'm probably not going to use them. Anyway, I'm probably just going to be a mouse player. Bird's eye view. If you want to know where you are, touch X on the camera icon on the bottom screen. This will show you where you are and what direction you're facing. Saving during an escape. Pressing start will allow you to save. If you want to quit, we recommend pressing start. Purpose of the escape. The purpose of each escape is to get out of the room. How you do that depends on the room. You'll need to search all throughout the room to discover what you'll need to do to get out. Search for hints and items that may help you find a way out. Alright, so here you go. We can look around the room a bit. There's 3 sections. So you can look at the door, we can look at this, or we can look at that. So what we're going to do is we need to look at this first. About items. During an escape, investigating certain parts of the room will allow you to obtain items. Once you've obtained an item, you'll be able to go to the item screen. Touching L, item on the top left, will take you to the item screen. While on the item screen, you will be able to investigate, hold, and combine items that you found. If you want to investigate an item you found, touch the icon for that item in the item screen, and then touch Search R on the top right corner of the screen. Alright, so yeah, here you go. What we need to do is we can flip this around. There you go. Search. The notes got red triangles in red and blue triangles in blue. Alright. Cool. Investigating with an item. Touching an item while on the item screen will select that item. While an item is selected, touching L back will return you to the room investigation screen. If you look down at the bottom left corner on the bottom screen, you should see the icon. There it is, right there. This shows you that you are holding the item. If you hold an item while investigating the room, you may trigger a reaction. Investigate suspicious areas with different items to see if anything happens. Pressing up on the control pad will select another item for you to hold. So, alright, cool. Can we look at that? Picture frame. An old picture frame. There's a picture of a ship in it. There's screws keeping the back on, so we need to find a screwdriver. Anything else? There's a towel next to the sink. Thank you. Doesn't seem like there's anything hidden on the sink. This is the only drain in this room. Alright. There's nothing on the top shelf. The bulletin board, there's nothing on it. This is the middle bunk. Alright. So it doesn't look like there's much of use. Water just keeps pouring through the window. It's like a waterfall. I don't think shoving something into the window is going to stop the water. In other words, I don't want to die. If I don't want to die, I need to find a way out of this room. I have to figure this out. It's a pipe. I know. I'll crawl into the pipe and find a way out. There's nobody here to make fun of my lame jokes. Man, this sucks. That's a table. Water's pouring onto it like a little waterfall. I don't see anything useful there. Alright. So I know already what to do, so we need to just open up this. There's a key. Let's see if there's anything in here. Huh, looks like there is. A key? Yeah, there's a little blue key in the bottom of this pot. Odd. This key's pretty small. Definitely not for a door. What's it for then? This key's blue. Is it supposed to open something else blue? I see a freaking blue suitcase right there. So, yeah, I would say so. And then we need to back off, and then we need to look in there. This is the door to the stove. Well, it opens easily enough. Sure, I wish the door to get out of here was that easy to open. Well, that solves the mystery of whether or not this stove has been used before. What's this? It looks red. A normal screwdriver. Doesn't seem to be anything special about it. And then we just combine that with this. Well, the screwdriver got those screws off easily enough, and here's the picture. Now, if we flip it around, look, it's a code. Now, a lot of people get stuck at this part, but I know what to do because I've already played this part. But I've been watching a lot of other playthroughs, like seeing what they did on this part, and a lot of people get stuck. Anyway, combining items. If you take 2 items you found and combine them, they may turn into something else. To do this, select an item on the item screen and touch Combine on the top part of the bottom screen. Then, select the second item and touch X Combining. If the 2 items can be combined, you will receive a new item. If they cannot be combined, something different, nothing will happen. I wonder if we can. I've never tried this. Hold on. I wonder if I can combine this with this. No? Alright, never mind. So we got looks like 7, 7, 1, right? No, 7, 4. And then the blue part is 6, 3. Alright. 7, 4, 6, 3. Gotcha. Let's back off from there. Then we can look at that if we want. I guess we could. Yeah, let's do that. Just screwed. Might as well. No dice. It's locked tight. Let's see if there's anything in the keyhole. Put that in. Alright, let's see what happens if I put this blue key in the keyhole. And nothing happened. I guess I'm gonna need some sort of code for the dial. Minigames. During an escape, your investigation might trigger one of several minigames. All operations for the minigames are done by touching the bottom screen. Some minigames will require you to manipulate something, while others will only require you to apply the right object or touch the right thing. Operation instructions. Touching the dial will cause it to move to the next number. Enter 4 numbers this way, then touch the key. If the numbers are correct, it will unlock. Alright, so basically, yeah, we have that down. Damn it. Open, you stupid thing. I don't think it's gonna open if I whack it on the wall a couple of times. Might make me feel better. Not gonna help, though. Alright, Junpei, don't freak out. Keep it cool and look around for some more clues. Alright, so what we have to do now is a lot of people always get this mixed up. We need to go to this. Well, I can reach this bunk. Might as well look through it. Huh. Damn, nothing here. We can get this, which is our wonderful new thing. So, yeah. So now we have 2 of these. So let's see what the code is of this one. Well, now we know the blue code. So the blue code is 0, 2, 6, 3, 0, 2, 6, 3, 0, 2, 6, 3, 0, 2, 6, 3, 0, 0, 2, 6, 3, 0, 2, 6, 3. Okay, let's give this another try. Freaking A. 0, 2, 6, 3, 0, 2, 6, 3, 0, 2, 6, 3, 0, 2, 6, 3. Okay, 0, 2, 6, 3. And unlocks that. Alright, let's see if these numbers work. I turn off the key, and hey, looks like it's working. Yes! Alright, let's open it up. Yes! It opened. Looks like there's something in here. What's this? A file. File screen. If you find any documents or notes during an escape, the information on them will be available from the file screen. To open the file screen, touch File R in the top right of the bottom screen. Once at the file screen, select files by touching them, or by pressing the control pad. What's that? I see no direction on that. Whatever. If you touch Search R, the contents of the file you selected will be displayed on the upper screen. Alright, let's see what's in this file. Digital root. Let's see here. Compute a digital root with the following steps. First, add all the numbers in question to one another. If you end up with something greater than a single digit number, add the digits to one another. So, if you are an instance, if you have a double digit number, add the number in the tens place to the number in the ones place. So if you have, like, say, 1, 2, 3, and 4, that equals 10, right? And then, so you do 1 plus 0, and so, yeah. Keep adding digits in this manner until you have a single digit answer. That final digit answer is your digital root. So, yeah. So, 1 is the digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4, basically. Digital root of 678 would be 6, 7, 8. 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 21, and 2 plus 1 equals 3. Therefore, the digital root of 6, 7, 8 is 3. Example, the digital root, I've already said this. is 1, therefore the digital root of 1, 2, 3, 4 is 1. I see. So I just keep adding numbers until I get a single digit number. Oh, looks like there's something on the back of this thing. A notebook, a pen, and a calculator. And a stack of key cards. Huh. So, what is it? Looks like some key cards. There's a number written on each card. 6, 7, 8. Does that mean something? Yeah, I already know how to do this. I'm just freaking playing up the part. New material has been added to the file screen. Calculator. The calculator screen can be used during an escape, or during a novel sequence. During an escape, you can access it by pressing the Y. This will open the calculator screen. I'll have to freaking look at what Y is. I think it's like, maybe S? I'm not sure. To operate the calculator, touch the bottom screen. When using the calculator, the numbers on top are your calculations, and the numbers on the bottom are your answer. The calculator can also calculate a digital root, which will be important to the progression of the story. Alright, thank you. So, what we need to do now is we open up this, and there's a key. We search it. A small red key. Maybe I'm supposed to use it on something red. Junpei grabbed the key and shoved it into his pocket. He intended to leave immediately, but something stopped him. His reflection stared back at him from the mirror, but he had scarcely recognized himself. What's up with my face? His confusion was well justified. His face was drawn and pale, and the dark circles under his eyes made him look like as though he was nearly dead. Man, what the hell happened to me? How did I end up here? Even as he said it, something in his mind opened, and a memory bobbed to the surface. It was the last thing Junpei remembered before waking up in the strange room. Oh, get ready for one of my voices, guys. It was past midnight when he came home. Junpei shuffled to the stairs and opened the door to apartment 21. I want to try something real quick. How does this sound? I'm not sure if it... Okay, I'll just use this, whatever. Hold on, give that a second, guys. Hold on 1 second. Guys, I'll be right back, because someone needs something. I don't know why. Gosh dang it.